I'm going to show you how to sign up for an Amazon seller account. And the first step is to go to sell.amazon.com. And all you have to do to sign up for an Amazon seller account is click this sign up button. But there is a second way that you can sign up for your Amazon seller account. It's actually free. And this is something that not a lot of people do. But if you want to sign up to become an individual seller, you can click on this button right here. Now, for most people watching this video, I would recommend not doing the individual seller plan. Like if you're looking to start a legitimate business, you're going to want to click on this sign up button. And the reason is because even though the individual seller account is free and the professional seller account is $39.99 a month, with the individual seller account, you have to pay an additional 99 cents for every item that you sell. However, with the professional selling plan, you can sell unlimited items. You're only going to have to pay the 15% Amazon fee, which I'll talk about later in this video, how you can get that down from 15% down to 5%. But the individual seller plan is really meant for people that are only selling a couple units, where the professional selling plan is made for people that are starting an Amazon business. And we'll talk about how you can get $50,000 in incentives. It talks about right here, get 10% back on your first $50,000 in branded sales. We'll be talking about all of that, but the first step to sign up for your Amazon seller account is to click on the sign up button. Now you're going to log in. And if you don't already have an Amazon account, you can click on create your Amazon account. And I'll show you this. I would put in here Travis Marziani because that's my name. Email travis@passionproduct.com. That is my professional email. Put in a password here. And then hit next. And that's all you need to do in order to sign up for a regular Amazon account. They'll send you an email. You get that email and you just confirm that your email is valid. Once you've done that, you're going to come over here and put that email in again. So I'm going to put travis@passionproduct.com, hit continue, put in the password, hit next. All right, it's going to text me a one-time password. So the first question it's going to ask you when you're looking to sign up for your Amazon seller account is, where is your business registered? And for us, it's in the United States. Now, it doesn't matter. Even if you live somewhere other than the United States, you can still sell on Amazon in the United States. Don't worry about that. I'll be talking about how you can do that later in this video. I know that there's a lot of people that watch my channel from the UK or from Pakistan or from anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you're located, you can sell on Amazon in the US. And we'll be talking about how to do that later in this video. So we're going to click on save and continue. And then we're going to talk about what type of business do you have? Is it a state-owned business? And what's a state-owned business? You have selected that you're registering as a state-owned business, which is a business that is either wholly or partially owned and operated by the government. No, we do not have a state-owned business. This isn't China. We're in the US. We have our own business. So there's some other options here. The option that we're going to pick is privately owned business. The business seller is registered in the context of a commercial or professional activity. This just means that you have your own business. There's publicly listed business, which most people watching this video, this does not apply to you. A publicly listed business is something like Nike or like some giant company. And then there's charity, which, hey, if you're a charity and you're selling on Amazon, good for you. Last option is individual. I don't have a registered business. And so if you've not registered your business yet with the government, which I'll be talking about how to do later in this video, you'll select individual and you can still sell on Amazon using your social security number. However, for most people watching this, I recommend getting either a DBA, which stands for doing business as, or an LLC, which stands for limited liability company. And the way to do this is you can go to websites like LegalZoom.com and go to the LLCs. LegalZoom, start your business, form your LLC. You're going to go here, you're going to click start my business and you'll just fill out some paperwork. It takes about 10 to 20 minutes. It doesn't take long. It's free, though you will have to pay some fees to your state. Here in California, it's $800 a year for an LLC. You can go to wyregisteredagent.com. Third agent. I'll just put that in here. Yeah, you can see here. This is wyregisteredagent.net. For $49 a year, you can get a registered agent service. I think it's like $200 to get your LLC through Wyoming. So whatever option you want, I'm going to click on privately owned business and we're going to put the business name here. So this is just a tutorial. I'm just showing you how to do it. And so whatever the business name that you have, you would put here. I normally would put Passion Product LLC, but I've already have an Amazon account with that, so I don't want to put that again. So I'm just going to put Travis's business name. All right, so at this point, Amazon's telling us what we're going to need. As a privately owned business from the United States, you're going to need a valid government-issued ID or passport, recent bank account or credit card statement, chargeable credit or debit card and a mobile phone. So I'm going to click on agree and continue. And I have a lot of tutorials on my channel showing in depth how to do this, but I want this one to be a little bit more in depth, a little bit bigger of an overview. So now it has Travis's business name. It's already filled that in for us. We need a company registration number. So what is a company registration number? A business license is a permit issued by a government agency to allow individual or company to conduct business. Yeah, it has all this information. So basically what this is, the company registration number is your EIN. And to get an EIN, you're going to go to EIN IRS, and we're going to go to get employer identification number. I'll start this process. I probably won't do all of this, but on this page right here, as always, they got, okay, apply for an EIN. We're going to click on apply for an EIN, begin application. You get to pick what option you are. Are you a limited liability company? So if you do have an LLC, you would select that. If you're a sole proprietor, meaning you have a DBA, or you're just an individual, you'd click on that. And I have a lot of other videos where I go in depth, where I talk about which one you should choose. Also, in my Amazon FBA program, the Passion Product Formula, which there is a link down below to join, I talk in depth about all the legal stuff. Don't let this overcomplicate it for you. Most people should just do an LLC. You can use LegalZoom to do that. Or in order to do that, you should do an LLC in your own home state. If you do live in the United States, if you live outside the United States, you're going to want to do Wyoming, wyregisteredagent.com. So you have your LLC. Once you have your LLC, you're coming to the IRS page, you're selecting LLC, and you're going to click continue. Now a DBA is cheaper, doing business as. The problem with the DBA is it doesn't provide any kind of legal protection. So if someone sues your business, they can come after your personal assets. With an LLC, it separates your personal assets and your business assets. For most people, that's not a problem. If you're selling a consumable item, you definitely want an LLC. LLC is a little bit more professional. The other reason why you want to get a DBA or an LLC is it allows you to open up a business bank account and a business credit card, and that really allows you to keep your finances separate.
The other reason why you want to get a DBA or an LLC is it allows you to open up a business bank account and a business credit card. And honestly, this part is way more important than people think. Most beginners just connect a regular bank account and don't think twice about it. But in just a minute, I'll actually show you a game-changing platform if you want to save thousands on fees.
So anyways, we got LLC right here, and we're going to click on continue. All right, so you've chosen an LLC. How many members are in your LLC? Just one. Please select what state it's in. Let's say it's in California. I'm going to click continue. All right, I go through this in the Passion Product Formula in depth on how to follow it. It's a very step-by-step process. It's going to take you like 10 to 15 minutes. And at the end, they're going to give you an EIN number. I'm just going to make up an EIN number and see what happens. Hopefully this doesn't ruin everything. Then we're going to put registered business address. I'm going to also make that up, 91354. Let's put one of my first businesses that I had was Bedanswear. Let's put this address. All right, next step is we're going to put in the primary contact name, which would be my name, Travis Marziani. Select the country of citizenship, United States. And I'm going through all this showing you guys to show how easy it is. Country of birth, United States. Date of birth. I'll put my, if anyone wants to wish me a happy birthday for next year, November 4th, 1988. Residential address, put Valencia. Oh, is it 91354? All right, now we're going to go confirm if primary contact person. Yes. Yes. Boom. Next. We got to select country. I wonder if I can put a fake passport number in here. 11111. Oh, it won't let me do this. So the next step is we're going to need a valid bank account number. Your bank account should be the name of the primary contact or business name provided to Amazon. To verify your bank account, you'll need online banking credentials, a valid credit card.
And I want to slow down on this for a second because this is where a lot of beginners lose money without even realizing it, especially if you're selling internationally or if you're not based in the US. Never use a regular bank or stick with Amazon's default currency converter. You'll get hit with conversion fees and transfer fees every time you make a sale abroad. It's not obvious at first, but as you grow, it will cost you a lot of money. This is why Airwallex is a game changer. Instead of losing your margin to fees, Airwallex lets you get paid in local currency, avoiding all these unnecessary FX and transfer fees. And when you decide to, you can convert at rates as low as 0.4 to 1% above the interbank rate. So if you're selling in multiple countries or you're based outside the US, This way, you're not losing money every time you get paid. The big thing here is control. You can receive funds, hold them, and convert when it makes sense. Plus, Airwallex is an all-in-one platform, and you can use Airwallex to pay overseas suppliers or VAs, issue corporate cards, or manage company spend. Trust me, once you start scaling, how you collect and manage your money can save you thousands of dollars.
So let's keep continuing here, and I'll keep showing you guys how to do this. So next up is bank account holder name. It's my name. We're gonna put in the routing number and the bank account number and all this information. I'm gonna see again if I can put in a fake one. 567, 567. Okay, well, this won't work. But anyways, let me just walk you guys through the rest of the process of how it would work. Next up, you would just put in a credit card information. Then you'd put in your store information. Guys, you can watch this whole video if you need help. Yeah, then it's just gonna ask you some other questions. Basically, from here on out, it's pretty straightforward. I don't think you guys, if you have any questions, that's something we talk about in depth in the Passion Product Formula. But basically, if you've ever signed up for an online bank account, or if you've signed up, honestly, even for an email, it's basically the same process.
And if you need more help from me and my team, we are opening a few spots to work together one-on-one. Using the link in the description, you can apply for a free one-on-one call with someone on my team. Check that out. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.